So somebody asked me last week whether or not email was a good channel for their business. Part of me wanted to say yes. Part of me wanted to say no. And that triggered a thought. This is not a new thought, by the way, but it got triggered by as I was thinking that through, trying to respond to them. I have a belief that people will likely consume content in whatever channel delivers the most value to them. So, now, obviously, people prefer certain types of channels and media. I'm not discounting that. So, the answer is not black and white. But over the course of, if you look at the past 15 years of media, we've all adopted new channels of content delivery. We've set up new accounts. We've consumed media in different ways, from just text-based stuff to a lot more images to a lot more video to really short-term video to this audio experience stuff that everybody's kind of trying to play with. We've adjusted. So I'm not convinced that if something is good enough in a channel, I'm not convinced that if there's nothing good in a channel that I don't consume right now that I wouldn't in the future if it was valuable enough. So email is a wonderful example of this. There are very few, I'm an email marketer, there are very few email newsletters that I read consistently. I've seen a couple come up that look strong, but they're just a little bit outside of what I do most of the time in marketing, so I haven't read them every time when they come out. But it's not because I hate email. If the content was in there was good, and it spurred a lot of new thinking, and I knew every day when it would come out that would do that for me, I would make sure that I'd find that in email. And the caveat to this is a lot of times content is the same content is distributed in multiple places, so it's not like a lot of times we have choices as consumers of content on where to consume it. But so for me, I found much more valuable content on LinkedIn. And long form content, by the way, it's not like I'm cruising through loads of different posts and learning all this stuff. It's not a volume thing. It's just a value thing, and granted, there's just a couple people that seem to do it better than others for me, but I see that stuff every day, and I go to it every day because I know that's where it is. If things got changed up and they put it in a different place, or I found somebody else that was more valuable, I'd probably adjust my consumption. So, I'm curious if you agree with this. Are people willing to adjust the channels they consume content on if it's valuable enough? Let me know.